What's up, everyone? I'm back with another video, and this video is on my review of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This is the game I've been no-lifing recently, and this is why I have not been releasing Apex content, because I've been playing this shit non-stop. This is my second game playthrough right here over this video.
Enemies nearby.
For this review, I'm going to go over it in 3 different sections. The sections being the first one, performance. The second one being the gameplay, and the third one is spoilers. It's about the story. So let's first talk about the performance, which I think is the only one, really one of the only issues in the game. The game is so good, but yet it has very bad performance issues. Sometimes it's non-existent, you know, but other times your frame rate will drop down to fucking 2 frames per second, and you literally can't do anything. Or it'll like lag a lot, and it really sucks because this really is such a great game, and if they just polished it a little more, there'd be a lot less people complaining about it.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
And
Turbolift.
you know,
Is that who I think it is inside?
that's really
Let me get a
the
closer
only
look.
issue I had with the performance. Like,
Z.
I
Does it go?
think I've only had a couple
Then that's our target.
instances where the performance was really bad for me, and most of the time it was good. But I heard for a lot of other people, especially on PC, it's really bad. The performance can get really bad. Like, I saw one person playing the final boss, and the final boss just disappeared once he started winning the fight. So with performance, it's not, I mean, it could be so much better, but for me, I didn't have that many issues with it, and it doesn't affect how I think of this game. But after that, I'm gonna go on to the next section of this review, which will be the gameplay. The gameplay, I love the gameplay in this game. It's so fire. Like, the combos that you can put together be so, like, they'll be so fluid, and you'll feel so raw sometimes while doing the combat. And I've also always enjoyed with these games, always enjoyed with the Star Wars Jedi games, how they make it like Uncharted in Star Wars, like with all the parkour and shit. I've always thought that's raw as hell. And then also there is 5 different stances to use with your lightsaber, which I don't think is much of a spoiler to bring them all up, because it's in all the trailers. So if you've watched the trailers, I'm not really spoiling much. But there's the single blade, which is from the first game, the most similar to the first game. And then there's also the dual bladed, like Darth Maul. And then the dual wield and the cross guard and the blaster. Out of all of these, I like the single blade because it's very similar to the first game. And I like the shit that they added in for it. They made it like a little cooler. And then if you go to the dual wield, which is one of the newer ones, I was upset in the first game whenever you got the dual wield, but then you could only use it whenever pressing L1. But like now it's its own stance, and I really like the dual wield and how it's a lot quicker. But one thing that annoys me about the dual wield and the double blade, which I both like a lot, is that when you start getting into combos, like you need to, it gets delayed. You know what I like? Like once you try to dodge, it won't let you dodge right away if you're in the middle of a combo already. So a lot of the times you'll start a combo and then the enemy will start tweaking out on you. So you just have to, you know, you try to dodge and it doesn't let you dodge. That's what I don't like about, that's one thing I don't like about the gameplay, because it is quite annoying when I'm spamming O to save my goddamn life, and that shit just is not working. That shit's annoying. But That's just
Opens from
kind
the
of a
other side.
minor complaint. I mean, it might just be a scale issue too. You know, you never know. But then we go to the cross guard stance, which it was my least favorite whenever I first played it. But now that I'm using it more and have all the upgrades for it, I'm having a lot more fun with it. But at first, it was my least favorite because like it's so slow, and the enemies will attack you so fast, and you just gotta sit there and take an hour to swing your big bulky ass sword. And but I mean, it does a lot of damage, which is good. So overall, the crossguard, that's a good addition. I fuck with it. It's I got used to it, and it's a lot more fun when you have all the upgrades, of course. And then my favorite, which I did not think I would like that much at all, because Jedi's aren't supposed to carry blasters, you know.
It's
So I
locked.
didn't think I would really like the blaster stance as much, but the blaster stance is by far, to me at least, the best stance to use to um to do a boss fight. Because the bosses be tweaking out. You need to back up every now and then and just shoot them with your gun, you know. So I really enjoy the blaster stance. I enjoyed it a lot more than I did, and I really like how it's almost like a fencing stance whenever you're just using the lightsaber and not using the blaster. And then the combos you can put together with it, as well as the finishers. Ooh, the finishers are so raw with the blaster stance. He'll like no look blick their dumb ass now. Um, Back to the dual wield or the double blade. I didn't talk that much on the double blade. The double blade, I really like the improvements they made to it. It's a lot different than the first game, and I think that it's overall better than the first game with its with that ability. And oh boy, you tweaking. But yeah, the dual wield, honestly, once you get it all upgraded, became one of my favorite ones, because it has some super raw combos in it. Damn, can we chill? And the dual wield as well, the two-handed one, that was also one of my favorites, just because it's so quick, and it also looks raw. What the thing I didn't like is its triangle move, which is the focused parry. Like, because I swear the game does it to me purposefully, man. Like, it'll see that I try to do the focused parry, and it'll give me an unblockable, so it doesn't parry it like it's supposed to. If you don't know what the focused parry is, it's if you hold triangle, any attack that isn't a red attack, it'll block it for you. And every single time I would try to do it, literally every single time, it would fucking mess me up and it'd do a red unblockable, and it irritated me every time. But that's just a minor gripe. Ooh, I'm about to die. Okay, I'm alive.
Good to see you. Likewise.
And the dual blade, I wish that the triangle button was also a little bit better. That's kind of the overall thing, is that it takes you a while to upgrade the triangle
Just what we
buttons,
need.
the triangle moves, and some of them aren't as good as I think they should be. So like the triangle, like most of the time you're just spamming square kind of with the combat, which can get kind of annoying. But since the moves are so different and there's so many raw moves, it doesn't bother me. I still have fun. And once I'm on this new game plus and I have the skill tree upgraded for every single
Check this out.
lightsaber, I have them all on max. Once you have that, the fighting with the lightsabers are
What?
so much more fun because you have all the different abilities and you can really
Not
tee up
bad.
on these bums, on these stormtroopers. And what else can I talk about with the gameplay? Oh yeah, okay, I got it. I really
What are
like,
these buildings?
so in the first game and in this game, like you start off with
Probably
certain
where to hide.
abilities and then
Plant
throughout
the
you
seeds of
gain
war.
more.
It'll
And
be
all the
glorious.
new abilities that
We're
you
in
gain
deep
in
now.
this game, I think are great. Like the grappling hook, it feels like the Batman Arkham games, and those are always I always loved those games. So it feels like that, which is really cool. And then the dash is by far my favorite. This little move right here, huh? Yeah, that shit. It saves you not only is it so much better for traversing, but it helps you, what's the word? I can't speak. I forgot how to speak. It helps you. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it helps you get away from bad situations and then heal. See, oh, never mind. I was about to say see like that, but he got my dumb ass. Uh, also with this game, I'm on the highest difficulty now on New Game Plus, and they can tweak the fuck out on you. Even on like the second hardest difficulty, they be tweaking sometimes the villains and shit. Like they be doing too much. Like I'll be getting shot from 10 different angles while 3 other dudes are trying to melee me. Like, bro, get off my dick. It's not that deep. It's really not. Like I'm just trying to be a Jedi, and you fucking it up. Overall, the gameplay in this game is much better than the first game, which not like the first game was bad. It was great, but it improved on it in like every single way, which I really enjoy. And yeah, I love the gameplay. That boy just got dicked. Okay, let me stop. Damn, you ain't gotta bomb me, man. Weak. Alright, hold on, y'all. I'll start reviewing again in a second. I gotta tee up on these boys. I gotta lock in. Do it, bitch. Pussy. Who did you think you were doing that fuck shit? Get that shit out my face. So yeah, like I said, overall, the gameplay, it's what I love the most about this game. It's so good. It's so much fun. The traversing is fun. Looking around for chests, that shit. I mean, I still don't like how, like in the first game, if you're that you can't get you can't get all the chests until like a certain point. Like until you unlock all your abilities, you can't get certain chests, and that really annoys me. Especially since in New Game Plus, all the abilities that you unlock throughout the game, you don't get any of them back. It's lame. That's something that pissed me off whenever I started this New Game Plus. Is that all those old abilities? Because I wanted to be able to get all the chests and shit on the New Game Plus, but I still have to wait until I can get that shit, which is kind of lame. Come on, man, run into it. Thank you. Bop. Dumbass. Ooh, damn. Hey. Damn. That shit stank, don't it? It's not really much more to say about the gameplay. There's minor gripes I have, but overall, I think it's amazing. I think this is a great game when it comes to gameplay. And now I'm going into the spoiler section of this review, which is the story. And the story, I know some people won't agree, but I think it was better than the first game. I think the story, it was so... Ooh, boy, ow, damn, y'all tweaking. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, I'm dead. But yeah, I think the story is better than the first game. It's just like... The first game had an amazing story too, which that just proves how good I think this story is. There's a... Oh yeah, since I said this is spoilers, I can bring it up, but whenever this bitch-ass dude that's fighting next to me right now, Bode, whenever he comes out as the villain, bro, that shit had me shook. I did not think he was gonna be the villain. I was cool with him the whole game, and whenever we was fighting the other Jedi in it, Dagan Garen, who was in the who's in the trailers, you see him a lot. That's who you thought was gonna be the main villain. Whenever we were fighting Dagan Gera, I was worried that Bode was gonna die. I was terrified. He kept getting way too close to him and acting like he was gonna get folded like a fucking omelet by him. And I was dead ass getting worried for him. I was like, no, not my homie Bode. Come on, don't do it. And then later on in the game, once I realized he was the villain whole time, I was like, damn, I wish Dagan killed his dumb ass. Because he's a bitch. He was acting so cool with us just for him to switch it up on us. And I liked Bode as the villain, but like his his argument and the reason he was the villain was kind of dumb. Like, yeah, I get it was for his daughter, but they overdid that shit, bruh. Like, he acted like he couldn't do anything wrong just because he had a daughter. Like, that's not how that shit works, bro. Like, you need to, like, if you're just throwing everybody under the bus and effing them over whenever, just because you have a daughter and you need to provide for her, bro, that is not a valid excuse. I'm sorry, it's not. And like I've seen games make that scenario just be a lot better narratively. Like a perfect example of that is The Last of Us. He did so much bad stuff to save Ellie, but he lived in a bad world, which at the same time so do they. The Empire is in charge, but like, bro, that doesn't mean fuck over the dude that you've been working with the whole game to get to the objective at the very end, right once you guys get what you need. Like, come on, bro. That's some that's some that's some fake shit. And then what else was the story? I really liked how they explained how like the whole crew was apart and why they were apart. Like at first you're just sitting there like, wait, where's the whole gang? Where's Marin? Where's Greasy Money? But then it explained it well throughout. Like, I mean, it didn't explain it that much, but it didn't necessarily need to be explained, you know? Like, it was just, they all decided to go their separate ways for different adventures, you know? And whenever they all came back together, it was really nice. Also, the love story with Marin and Cal. My boy Cal got that riz. He got that riz. He was spitting some game with Marin. Bitch, die. Alright, thank you. But yeah, the gameplay, the story, I really enjoyed. I really liked the quest to Tanalorr and now being able to see what might happen with that. Now that he got to Tanalorr, the secret planet that the Empire doesn't know about, nobody knows about. I'm excited to see where they take his character for the next game. Because there's so many different paths they could take it. One thing I'm worried about is like, after they gave him a secret base, why is he not in the original trilogy, you know? They gave him, like, there's a perfect reasoning for him to be in the original trilogy after this game. And like, he's just not there, you know? And I'm curious to find out why. But of course, one of the coolest parts in the game, though, by far, was... Okay, can you stop fucking me up, you big bitch? I'd say the coolest part in the game, though, was whenever... It was right after Bode's betrayal. Bitch-ass Bode. Okay, you're annoying as shit, bro. Not gonna lie, just die. Help! 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 Thank you. But yeah, I think the best point in the game and in the story was whenever Bode betrayed us and then Cal chased after him, and the performance by the main actor of Cal there. You could tell, you totally saw like how hurt he was by it and how terrible of a, and like how betrayed he was by Bode. And then once you think you died as Cal and it switches you to Seer, playing as Seer was so cool. Like her moves were so raw as well. And then what just put the icing on the cake is whenever she was holding off, she was protecting the archive and Vader comes in like the badass he is. And I saw a lot of people complain about like how he got way too beat up by Seer, but like, it doesn't bother me because she's a Jedi Master, and all the things that she did, it's shown that she's been able to do in the past game and earlier in this game. And in the end, he still killed her dumbass. Like, what? I'm sure he got a little beat up, but he still won. He still beat Vader being Vader. So like, I don't see the reason to complain about that, you know.
So he rescues you, get out of here.
What else
Then
about the
Pandora.
story? Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
part
taking
of
it
the
day by
story
day.
is the open world and
Maybe I'll figure
how
something
on
out with
Kobo
that.
you can like recruit people and
She's got her
bring
back
them
on
into the
Bella.
saloon that you work at,
Yeah, only
that
for a
Grease
Jedi with
owns, and
attachment.
like be able to do more side missions
That's right.
because of that. And I
Start
think that
forgetting
was
you're good, huh?
cool and all, but like it
Guess that's
wasn't
wishing.
necessarily
Must trust your
necessary,
heart.
you know. Like it was
Things are
just.
only getting worse out there.
I feel like
Life
if
is
they didn't
precious.
add it, I would have been fine
And so's
without that
happiness.
shit. You know what I mean? It was just
I wish it
it
were
was a
that
little
simple.
too
It
much
is that
extra,
simple.
and with the open
If you see
world,
future
like
with Marin, embrace it.
I don't understand.
Kobo
I can't
is
just
the main planet that you go to, but like it's really the only planet that has insane exploration in it. Every other planet does not have that. See, I was worried for Bode in this scenario too,
Hey,
but after I
tankers!
figured out he
Over
was
here.
like
No
he a
further.
bitch.
Perfect.
I wish Bode died. I wish these droids killed him, cause he a little bitch. He's who got Seer killed. But yeah,
Thanks.
with the open world, like it could have been so
I'll
much
let you
better
know the
because
way
the
around.
only main
You find that
explorable
droid
place that you are at is Kobo,
and stay alive.
and I feel like they could have given us a lot more to explore in Coruscant. They knew everybody was gonna want to explore Coruscant. That's the main Star Wars planet, and they was just like, nah, we just gonna give you a little section of it, a little taste, you know, like they could have done that better. Also with
This
the
isn't very
story, I
inviting.
love Cal's arc throughout and how he's such a better character now in this game than the first one. He's so much more matured. He's more of a
I don't think
Jedi,
anyone's been back
and
here in a
he
while, but
uses more of the dark side because of all the pain he went through. And oh my God, another thing with
droids are
gameplay
frustrating.
is when you finally get you get to start using the darkness with him and quote unquote embracing the
Okay.
darkness,
That way then.
bro. That shit is so tough. I saw that I was, oh, what? Like it's amazing. That's one of my favorite
Dagon's gonna
parts of the game
destroy
as
Z to
well.
get what he wants. He's
Uh,
obsessed. We shouldn't have left her
I
out
really
there
like
alone.
Dagon Gera,
I have to
and
get
the
him
High
back.
Republic stuff. I saw also a lot of people saying they didn't like the High Republic stuff, but it was really interesting how they were trying to build a secret base on the secret planet. But like one thing that I was questioning the whole time is the reason that Dagon Gera became bad is because that area got that planet got raided and got ambushed, and then the Jedi Temple just gave up on his dreams and the whole planet, and that made him go dark. But like who raided the planet? Like I feel like it should have explained that because it didn't make much sense to me who raided the planet because um yeah, it didn't make sense to me. And I felt like it should have been explained because it's a secret planet that had to be very specific how to get there. But all of a sudden they pulled up with 12, like 12 different spaceships ready to attack them. And it's just like, how did they get through it? I feel like that should have been explained a little more. This Ravis guy, I liked him too. He was a little weird though. He was tweaking at some points. Like he got mad that someone sold him the wrong relic, and he screamed ugly as shit at dude. Like it was weird. He could have been better. He's kind of just a villain for you to fight, but yeah, I didn't mind him. I didn't mind him. He just got his dumbass rocked though. I ain't gonna
Nice
lie.
one, BD.
He just got his shit crunched. Ugh, my bad. Ugh. What else with the story? Um, I like how at the end, I know it's something that's is happening all the time in movies and video games and shit like that now, where, okay, can y'all stop fucking me up? Where basically the main character takes on a
They're on to us.
surrogate daughter or son or whatever at the end because the villain cared all about that daughter. Similar to like Thor Love and Thunder. I thought it was cool, but like it's starting to get overused to me. And unless they make her like a Jedi and Force sensitive for Cal to train in the next game, then it's kind of pointless. Which it would make sense if she was Force sensitive, since her father was. Bode. Fucking Chode. His bitch ass. Anyway, can you tell I hate Bode? I loved him at the beginning, but then he decides to become a hoe at the end. Like, bro, I was fucking with you so heavy. Why did you have to be like that? It's crazy how people switch up on you. I've dealt with shit like that in my real life too, where motherfuckers switch up on me when I thought we was so cool, we was good. Out of nowhere, they switch up on you. That's just life for you. That's just how bitch ass dudes be. That's how bitch ass dudes be operated.
Off we go.
What else can I think about with the story? Oh yeah, back to Dag and Gara. He was really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I liked his motivations. I understand how he felt slighted by the council, and I liked all his fighting him. He was really cool to fight because at one point he did a force projection of an arm for his fucking Alright, can you stop shooting at me so I can pull you down? He did a force projection of his arm so that he could keep fighting with his both lightsabers. That shit was raw. And I saw other people complaining about that too, cause it's not Star Wars canon. But like, bro, just he's from a different time frame, knows different force powers. Get over it. That's the way I see it, you know. But of course you can't judge people for their own opinions. It's their own opinions. This is my own opinion. You guys might disagree with it. Oh yeah, this dude's definitely getting fucked, not gonna lie. Bitch ass dude. Bitch ass alright, my bad. I'm tweaking. Is there really anything else to say about oh yeah. Like I said before, the actor for Cal, Cameron Monaghan, he did his fucking shit. I'm not gonna lie. He fucking killed it. There were so many good scenes with him. Like when Seer died, that had me emotional a little bit because of how he was acting. It was also really cool to me how she died, how the 1 second she let down her guard and let her anger take control of her, that's what killed her. And that's whenever Vader read that and he was like, "Oh, you let the anger get the best of you. So now I'm going to dodge a little lightsaber strike and I'm going to dodge a lightsaber strike and stab you instead," which is exactly what he did. And it was really cool and it shocked me. I was like, "Wait, ain't no way this motherfucker just killed Vader." And then I was like, or just stabbed Vader. No way. Damn. I started fucking them up. Bye. And, yeah, so he did amazing with his performance. Cal did. He did his shit. Cameron Monaghan. Okay, that's definitely not what I was supposed to do. I'm just gonna kill myself. And
Hey, buddy. Stim.
Grease. I love Grease. Greasy money. I've always loved Grease. There wasn't like much depth to his character and shit, but it's Grease. You can't hate Grease. That's greasy money, you know. If you played the first game, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But I loved him in it. I love Marin again. Marin's a great character. Marin and Cal's chemistry is great. He was definitely getting some cheeks in them sands. Definitely was. And I'm proud of him. That's my boy Cal. He was getting up in them yams. He had to. Their love story was great. I feel like I'm running out. I have so much I could say about this game, but I'm drawing a blank now. You know, some bullshit. Overall, I thought it was fucking amazing. That's why No Life didn't stop posting content for Apex, and it was just No Life in this game. And I'm already on my second playthrough. I got it the Thursday it came out, and I finished it, I think on Saturday. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I finished it within like 2 days. That shit, I was just so invested in it. And I was kind of sad that I did because I wanted to play more of it, which is why I started a new game plus so quickly. Well, I parried that. Lick my balls and ass. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, that's kind of gay, but yeah, it was. Loved this game. If I were to give it a rating from 1 to 10, I'd give it a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. It was, I wouldn't say it was almost perfect to me, but I loved the story. I thought the story was a solid at least 8 out of 10 or higher, 8.5. I thought the gameplay is low-key a 10 out of 10. I love the gameplay. And the performance is the main thing that brings it down. Because, like, sometimes it'll just be so laggy and unplayable, which it sucks because this is such a good game, and the issue that they have could be easily avoided if they just polished the game up more. Like, I would have waited a little longer to get the game if you were fully polishing it, you know? But, yeah, overall, I'd probably give it, oh shit, a... Let's go with a 9.25 out of 10. I really did love this game. It's a great game. I recommend it to anybody. If you played the first game and you enjoyed it, then I guarantee you will like this game. If you played if you played God of War and enjoyed it, I think it's likely you'll like this game too. Cause it's similar to God. It's not like God of War 100%, but it's similar. You know, like it has similar fighting. Are you kidding me? I was about to block that, and then I got hit with another blaster bolt, and it fucked me up. But yeah, that's all for my review. I hope you all enjoyed. I highly recommend, if you enjoy single-player open-world games like this, or if you enjoyed the first game, I very much recommend that you get this game. It was one of my favorite. It low-key might be one of my top 10 favorite video games of all time. That's how much I enjoyed it. I'm also a big Star Wars fan, so it might not be the same for y'all if y'all aren't Star Wars fans and stuff, but overall, I think it's an amazing fucking game, and I think that you all should check it out. If you guys like reviews like this, I'll post more reviews of other games and shit, because I've always wanted to do reviews. You know, I love movies, I love video games. I feel like I have a lot that I could say about it, because, you know, I've been taking film classes, so nah, that's not why, but I've always loved film, always loved shit like that, so when it comes to reviews, I feel like I'd be good at it. If you guys enjoy this, let me know. I can start posting more. I can even make a brand new channel, but I'll be back to Apex content after this, but like I said, again, loved this game. It's an amazing game, so I highly recommend it. Thank you all for watching. Peace.